let's just get right to it. In a loaded Western Conference, what is the Lakers' playoff ceiling?
Yeah, this is getting kind of interesting. The LeBron fit has been so seamless, it's almost alarming. Like, I could use a little drama. I could use a little tension. He's fit right in, setting screens, cutting, doing all that stuff. Austin Reeves playing the best ball of his life. Somehow the guy the Mavericks didn't get in the Luka Doncic trade. Dominating is dominating.
Dirk's sitting right here. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Sorry. This looks like a legit. Now, look, it's been 2 games against the Jazz, tonight against the Mavericks, and a win against the Clippers, who stink. But this looks like a really legit offensive juggernaut. And this conference was supposed to be Thunder, Nuggets, Rockets, a little below them. Well, the Lakers just moved ahead of the Rockets, and they moved ahead of the Nuggets, and they're second in the West. So I'll take it to Dirk, Western Conference legend. Like, is this a finals team? Do we need to start upping their ceiling? What's a realistic ceiling for the Lakers, who are second now in the West?
Yeah, I mean, they look great. They look great offensively. I think the big question is going to playoffs. How is their defense going to look? You know, their starting lineup they're all big. They're all not amazing defenders. They're a little slow-footed on a few positions. So I think that's the thing. And also rebounding. The opponents can get some good threes on it with some drives if they speed the game up in transition. So I think that's, to me, the biggest question. Offensively, they have so many playmakers that can go tons of ways. Luka's having an incredible season. Austin Reeves, obviously, we talked about what he's doing. LeBron is great on fitting in, making everybody else better, posting up, playing an all-around game, being the hub on the post and the high post. So I think offensively they'll be great. To me, it's the question is rebounding and defensively, can they do it in the playoffs? But to me, OKC is clearly the favorite to win the West. But we'll see. Maybe they can sneak in the Western Conference Finals. That would be amazing.
Hell no. Hell no. Zach, no. Hell no. No. They're playing well right now. And kudos to them. We're not going to discredit what other guys are doing. Like, we think the other team's just going to fall off. Hell no. That's a good question, Zach, but no.
They're a few injuries away from
I'm still unsure of your stance on that, UD.
Listen, and this is not a knock on the Lakers. This is more me talking about how good the Western Conference is. This is not a knock on the Lakers at all. But to your point, in a 7-game series, we got Luka, we got Austin, and we got LeBron. LeBron, as great as he is, he's not the defender he used to be. And we don't even know what the defense is going to be like with Luka and Austin Reeves. When you get in a 7-game series, like, ain't nobody reinventing the wheel. We going at who we going at until you figure it out. So the defensive part is there. That's the question, but I'm not discrediting what everybody else done. And when we talk about Houston is without KD right now. So that's another reason why, you know, the Lakers are catching up and Houston lost a couple games. But I'm not going to give them that right now. The West is too tight, and I still got a couple teams on top of them.
We know how UD feels, Blake.
Yeah.
I'm actually still not sure.
Yeah. But listen, it's entertaining. Keep cooking. It's entertaining. It's fun to watch, for sure.
I'm still thinking about Dirk saying not amazing defenders.
Yeah.
Dirk didn't want to tell the truth.
Such a
Hell
positive
no.
guy.
Positive, not amazing.
Such a positive guy.
A little slow-footed. Hell no. That's what, in translation, a little slow-footed means hell no.
Also, I know this is a very, very valid concern you have about UD, but I gotta let you know they did a tribute last time, but he was hurt, so he didn't get to experience.
That's right.
But if nobody got your back, AD, Blake got your back.
Yeah, man. You deserve it. You deserve it.
All right, Zach, let's talk about the Spurs. How dangerous can this team be when both Wemby and Castle return?
And Harper.
Well, first of all, just to clarify for UD, I still think the West is Oklahoma City, Denver when they get right. They are missing Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown and everybody else. I'm just saying the Lakers look pretty frisky. I don't think I want any part of them in a playoff series. They're not going to be fun to play against. But you know who else is frisky? The Spurs, without Wembanyama, have suddenly turned into an offensive powerhouse. De'Aaron Fox is back and scorching, not tonight, but scorching until tonight. Devin Vassell had a huge game. Dylan Harper is back and providing a huge lift off the bench. And it's starting to make me wonder, like, what can this team be when Wembanyama comes back and finally gets any sustained run with De'Aaron Fox? They have barely played together now over a season and a half. Stephon Castle's injured. He's going to come back. Look, I still think they're in that next tier behind Oklahoma City, Denver, and the Rockets, who just beat the hell out of everybody on the glass. But this team is becoming a team that is ahead of schedule and a team that's not going to be a pleasant opponent for someone in the first round. They look like a top 6 seed, which, as UD said, in the West is really hard to become a top 6 seed. This ain't the East. This is the toughest conference.
There's a lot of Eastlander going on around here, too. We had this conversation last week about the Eastlander.
The Eastern Conference?
There's a lot of Eastlander.
Eastern Conference.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Conference.
No lies, though.
Well, listen, I will say this, Zach. I agree with you on that. When I look at the San Antonio Spurs, to me, youth is their superpower. Like, this team can get up and down the floor. They can put pressure on you. They can get 2 feet in the paint. And I think offensively, they're finding their identity. They are not letting you off the hook anymore. And maybe that's because Fox is back right now. But anytime they get a 3, it's predicated on 2 feet getting in the paint, defense coming, and spraying. They're not just passing the ball around the perimeter, taking bad shots right now. I think offensively, they're finding their identity. They're getting in the paint. They're putting pressure on you. When they can run, they can run. You talk about Harper. You talk about Fox. You talk about Johnson. You got all these guys that are kind of similar guys, but those guys are putting pressure on the guys offensively. And then defensively, when you get Wemby back, we know what he does, protecting the rim. So we're not giving you anything easy. We're going to close out. We're going to use our youth. We're going to make you drive. We're going to funnel you to Wemby. And we're going to rebound and get out and go. So this is a team right now I think is finding their identity on offense and defense. They're a top 6 team, but once again, championship, hell no. Hell no.
I see Zach has stirred up a lot of conversation here. Zach, we are so happy you joined us, but I got to tell you all, I'm in a group chat with good old Zach and our producer, Cap. He has an Android.
All right, here we
the
go.
texts are green.
He does.
It is ruining the vibe of the chat. Do we have anything to say to Zach? Do we get him a new phone? It's Black Friday.
Zach texted me. I didn't even save his number. That's what I do. That's what I do when texts go green. I'm just kidding, Zach. I got your number saved.
What kind of welcome is this? What kind of welcome is this? All right?
Prejudicial.
I'm keeping it. Now I'm more determined to keep the Android phone. If it annoys you, I'm keeping it.
I have an Android.
Yeah.
Huh.
What are you using in the chat?
Well, my iPhone is for the chat, but my Android.
bragging.
The camera on the camera. Zach, can you tell them about the camera on the Android? The camera on the Android is amazing.
My wife is the photo taker in the family. She has an iPhone, and she's like, Zach, I wish you could take photos because your camera is so much better than mine.
Thank you. The Android camera is. I just put y'all on
UD is
something.
right about the camera.
Thank you.
All right, we'll flick up in the break. All right, 4 weeks after this tournament tipped off. Thank you so much, Zach. I'm Taylor Rooks with NBA on Prime. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see interviews with your favorite players, experience the most exciting moments from around the league, and see what the NBA on Prime crew is up to all season long. And remember, you can hang out with us live each week during the NBA season, only on Prime.